Until recently, virtually all Bible versions agreed that locusts, grasshoppers, and katydids, or crickets, or beetles, depending on which translation, walk on 4 legs. We could see that in the New International Version, American Standard Version, New American Version, Amplified Bible, King James Version, New King James Version, 21st Century King James Version, English Standard Version, Young's Literal Translation, and many others which I didn't mention in an attempt not to spend 10 minutes uttering the names of different versions. Now, I've got absolutely no problem with eating insects. Just so you know, it's permissible to eat locusts in Islam too. What's disturbing is that non-Christian biologists swear that insects walk on 6 legs, not 4. So unless there has been a kind of an evolutionary leap since the time of Moses, where they grew a pair of extra legs, you just happen to have learned about another scientific contradiction in the Bible. Anyway, our Christian friends have always justified the missing legs dilemma by either claiming that it's a translation error, which I hopefully have just disproved, or the more entertaining proposal that locusts actually walk on 4 legs. Apparently the other 2 are used for decoration. So I decided to be smart and instead of going insect hunting all over the backyard, examine some insect videos online. Here's a locust. Here's a grasshopper. A katydid. Well, almost 4 legs. A cricket. Beetle. Okay, enough insects. I know, sorry. But I had to show you so you could check it out yourself. Now, prepare for the shock. 2 new translations, published in 1995 and 96, removed the 4-leg section from the verses altogether. Don't you believe me? They're the Contemporary English Version and the New Living Translation. Nice covers, eh? Add emphasis to the words contemporary and new. You see, they update the Bible every once in a while to make sure it stays in line with new discoveries. By no means is this the only scientific problem in the Bible, though. See, for instance, Matthew 4:8.
Again, the devil took him to an exceedingly high mountain, and showed him all the kingdoms of the world and their glory. He said to him, I will give you all of these things, if you will fall down and worship me.
Also, Psalms 104:5.
He laid the foundations of the earth, that it should not be moved forever.
That's all I wanted to say. But please note that translation tampering with these verses is one small observation discovered by coincidence while I was discussing the legs issue with a Christian friend. There is also a note about the deceptive anti-pedophilia translation discussed in an earlier video. So remember, that's all within the past 20 years. How many more versions will distort the insects verse among others in the next 20? And, more importantly, what other things have been altered in the last 20 centuries?
فويل للذين يكتبون الكتاب بأيديهم ثم يقولون هذا من عند الله ليشتروا به ثمنا قليلا فويل لهم مما كتبت أيديهم وويل لهم مما يكسبون